from Elaine Does Reiki. Oh, maybe I need to start again. Greetings, everybody. Elaine here for Elaine Does Reiki. Greetings from not so sunny Colorado, where we are on like our 7th day of rain and clouds and general ickiness. So I guess we can't be like the most sunshine all the time, but for most of the time we get sunshine, and I'm ready for it to come back. If you are happening to catch this live, feel free to drop a comment, to give me some thumbs up, throw some hearts my way, let me know that you're on. And if you don't catch this live and you're going to catch it on the replay, feel free to post your comments, your questions, your likes, your hearts. I promise to respond to each and every one. So as people are joining us, I'll just give it a couple seconds until everybody who can join us is joining us. And as you jump in, not a worry, jump in whenever you can, and then I will, again, post this as a replay. So what is this? This little bit, if you remember, I posted about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, an introduction to Reiki that was just a general, some general info about Reiki. And I posted it while I was out jogging one day because it just hit me that maybe it was something I needed to share. And after posting that, I received so many questions and so much feedback that I thought it might be a good idea to share a little bit more detail about what Reiki is. Reiki, R-E-I-K-I, pronounced Reiki, is a relaxation technique that was originally developed in Japan. And it is now a global phenomenon. I will call it a phenomenon because now everything, excuse me, I just lost my lighting. Everybody seems to be, there seems to be a lot more focus on mental health, spiritual health, personal growth and development, that kind of thing. And I seem to see it, I come across it everywhere. All right, we'll just skip the light. So why do we need Reiki, first of all? A Reiki session is essentially relaxation, or a way to help us de-stress. We have become a very stressed out society. For example, some of you may know that I recently relocated from Milwaukee to Colorado. I still work for my company in Milwaukee. I commute back and forth, and during the times that I'm not commuting back and forth, I'm working remotely. And folks say, oh gosh, just to work remote, wouldn't that be so awesome? The fact of the matter is, working remotely turned out to mean that I am essentially available 24/7. Our technology has provided us with this wonderful opportunity. See, I mean, technology can be cool, but in the same respect, people can get me on my cell phone, they can text me, they can call, they can catch me on my computer. I'm around 24/7. And that adds a level of stress to the type of life that we lead. In addition to that, just we as human beings have this tendency, I mentioned this before too, we have this tendency to create a soundtrack in the back of our minds. It's this little voice, it's back here, it never stops, it chatters at us all day long. Did I remember to put the milk away? Did I turn the iron off? Hope the dogs aren't getting into the trash. Wonder if my husband's going to bring home dinner. We think about we just think about everything. All the things we need to do. Our to-do list is huge, and it keeps us preoccupied all day long so that we don't pay attention to our own self-care. At the end of the day, nope, back up a second. The worst part is that our subconscious brain records everything. All that we think about, all that we talk about, all that we do throughout the day, our subconscious mind is just creating a recording of it. When we lay our head down at night, right on our pillow, ready to go to sleep, yeah, that's when the tape recorder kicks in. Subconscious mind hits the replay button. We start reviewing everything we said, everything we did, everything everybody else said, everything everybody else did, the things we didn't do, the things we still have to do tomorrow, what we still have to do on Friday, how am I going to get all this done, how am I going to pay my bills, when am I going to make it to the gym? It never stops. And so we don't get a good night's rest on top of all of that. That's why we all need something like Reiki to help us de-stress. I would refer to Reiki as a mental massage. And I think the best way for me to help you understand it is to explain to you what a Reiki session might look like. You might consider, just if anybody has ever had a traditional massage, it's very similar in the setup. So there's a massage table, and a client will come in and relax on the massage table. There's calming music playing in the background. We may or may not have some aromatherapy, if that's what, not everybody likes aromatherapy. and we sit down and chat for a few minutes about what might be stressing you. It could be work, it could be a relationship, it could be finances, it could be physical, it could be a pain, it could be an illness, it could be just your body in general. We talk about what those things might be that are negative, because we have a tendency, again, just to focus on so many negative things, and we are very hard on ourselves. We beat ourselves up over the littlest things. So when I have a sense of that, I then give you permission for the next 45 minutes to just completely relax. Just lay there, listen to the calming music, go through the Reiki session, and chill. Let it go. You can think about anything you want. You can think about nothing. If you start thinking about things you don't want to think about, redirect. If you fall asleep, that's fine too. And then with the actual session, what I do is gently place my hands. It starts at the top of the head. I place my hands on somebody's head and just relax and let positive energy start to flow into them. And I just think of positive things. Sometimes things come to me, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I'll think about letting go, I'll think about ease and peace, and I just send calming messages. And then we move to the side of the head, we move to the face, we move to the throat, we move to the chest, we'll move to the solar plexus and the abdomen. We'll do the arms, hands, legs, feet. And each of them, it rests there for a few minutes, just soft, calming touch, thinking positive thoughts, letting you be totally relaxed. When I've gone through that initial stage, then we move to a stage where there is no touch. And I repeat the same process, gently just holding my hands about 3 to 6 inches above somebody's head, their face, the side of their head, their neck, all the places that we had the healing touch before. The interesting thing is that many clients feel this more comfortably than they do when my hands touch them. And I can sometimes get a sensation. Think about pins and needles, static electricity. I relate it to, if anybody remembers old-fashioned TVs, when you turn the TV off and you got that static electric, or that static feeling when you ran your hand in front of the TV. That's kind of the feeling I get at certain parts of someone's body, and it lets me know where I need to focus on sending even more positive energy. And it's not, when I talk about positive energy and negative energy, it's not like taking my positive energy. It's opening your body to receiving positive energy and letting all of the negative flow out. And when we're done with the front of the body, you roll over and we do the same thing. Back of the head, back of the neck, your back, lower legs, hands and feet, again, arms. And it's just very soothing and calming. The whole process takes about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how much conversation we have before and after. And when a session is completed, I just gently, sometimes people fall asleep, I just gently touch them on the top of the shoulder and say, we're all through, and take your time as you sit up off the table. And then we sit there for a few minutes and we talk about some of the things that they might have experienced, some of the thoughts that went through their heads, how they feel, what the session was like. I want to give you one example that's really kind of cool to me. I shared this with my brother-in-law yesterday, and I didn't realize exactly how cool it was until he was like, "You've got to be kidding me." I was doing a Reiki session with my father, and you know, my father's a big guy, and he has some chronic pain, and that's what we were working on. We were working on getting through the chronic pain and making him feel comfortable. And in my head, I just kept thinking, light as a feather, light as a feather, and light as a feather, light as a feather. At the end of the session, it was just so cool. I asked him, I said, how are you feeling? He's like, oh my gosh, I feel so wonderful. I feel light as a feather. So I know that's maybe a little mumbo jumbo for some folks, but it just made me realize how much a Reiki session can work for folks and help them internalize all the positive energy that they forget to focus on during the day. You don't have to have Reiki all the time. A Reiki session, some people do it monthly, some people once every couple of months, maybe once a year. It doesn't matter. If you feel that you are in need of a mental massage as much as you're in need of a regular massage, then a Reiki therapy session is for you. Now, if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. And Irene, cool, thanks for joining me. It's great to see you. Anyway, put your questions in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer any questions. I will respond to everybody. Give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, give me some likes, and share this video if you'd like to. I'm going to put it on my personal page as well so that others can see it who might not normally tune in to Elaine Does Reiki. And I am going to continue these videos once a week. I'm going to try to hit at least once a week with little bits of different information. You can also, if you wanted to learn a little bit more, there's a great website, reiki.org, reiki.org, which can give you some insights, confirm some of the things that I'm talking to you about, gives you a few more details, and then every week I'm going to share a little bit more information as well. I also plan on sharing some more stories. Any of you who might have caught my Pickle Lady story on my personal page, I have a few more fun things like that to share as time goes on as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me know your questions. Let me know if you want to schedule a Reiki session. I'm heading to Florida very soon for a Reiki session, so I'm here in Colorado. I'm also in Milwaukee, back and forth. Let me know if you want a Reiki session. I will be happy to do it for you. I'd also be happy to talk to you in person if that's what you'd like to do as well. Have an awesome weekend. Much love. Talk to you soon.